Each year, Arizona FFA recognizes our up-and-coming freshman students. This award is presented to the top freshman student who represents Arizona's best in their persistence, development, and growth of their chosen supervised agricultural experience. The sponsors of this award are the Arizona Farm Bureau Federation, Farm Bureau Finance Group, Mr. Eric Wick, and Safford FFA. Thank you, sponsors, for making this award possible. Now let's meet this year's finalists. Hailing from the Benson FFA chapter, Denton Fed has numerous supervised agricultural experience projects, including raising swine and show cattle. He also cares and owns beef cattle and horses on his family ranch, as well as working for a general engineering contractor. This past year, Denton has won the Grand Champion Carcass Hog, Grand Champion Market, and placed 5th in Hog Showman. He has recently purchased a show heifer and plans to show her in the Salia Show circuit and then artificially inseminate her to show bull. When working for his father at the general engineering contractor, Denton drives, operates, and maintains equipment in large trucks and trailers. In the future, his career goal is to become a cattle rancher. Isaac Webb is a freshman from the Globe FFA chapter, where he began his own poultry project with 130 chickens. He made the decision to begin his operation when he learned there was a need for chickens on the ranches surrounding his town because the ranches didn't have enough electricity to breed the chickens. At the end of his project, Isaac managed to sell the majority of his chickens and donate some of his profits to the 4-H Poultry Club. Isaac has been involved in 4-H since the 4th grade. He has raised multiple market animals, including a trio of rabbits and several boar goats. Tana Webster hails from the San Simon FFA chapter, where she has farrowed and sold a number of pigs and utilizes horses to compete in rodeo and help local ranchers gather and brand cattle. She is also a stalker for a local rancher and raises heifers and market goats for show. Tana has won Grand Champion Duroc, 3rd place Senior Swine Showman, Grand Champion Prospect Hog, and Grand Champion Market Goat. Her involvement in agriculture began with her family and plans to continue the tradition of FFA and agriculture for the future generations. Hailing from the San Simon FFA chapter, Tate Lewis raises market swine and goat to show at the Cochise County Fair. He also manages his own egg production, where he has to make sure that the laying hens have clean water, fresh shavings, and feed. Now his operation consists of 150 laying hens that lay approximately 5 and 1.5 dozen eggs per day. One of his biggest accomplishments is being sponsored by PSE Bows in Tucson. In the future, Tate's goal is to make it on the U.S. Archery Compound team and become a big game outfitter. Trenton Halls is part of the Wilcox FFA chapter, where he manages several supervised agricultural experience projects, including poultry breeding, raising show cattle, and working on his family ranch and farm. He currently has 200 birds under his care, and each spring, he sells an average of 500 baby birds. Trenton is completely independent when it comes to maintaining and taking care of birds and their facilities, which allows him to have total control over decisions regarding his operation. In the future, Trenton plans to obtain a job in the agricultural industry, where he wants to run a farm or ranch operation with an upper management position on the family farm. This concludes this year's presentation of Arizona's Star Greenhand finalists. Thank you again to our sponsors, the Arizona Farm Bureau Federation, Farm Bureau Finance Group, Mr. Eric Wick, and Safford FFA. Now let's meet this year's winner.